Hello?
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the
Hi.
stream.
Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. So, do you have a preferred alias?
Well, I use different aliens on different platforms, but on itch.io I'm go use the alias I'm actually not a cat.
Yeah, okay. So, is there a shorter username that I can address you by?
We can go with not cat.
Not Cat. There we go. All right. So I am joined by Not Cat. We are playing the game UI Warrior. I've already dropped link in chat there, so you can play along if you like. So I will go ahead and get things started here. Don't forget, in chat, the whole point is you can submit your own questions that I will pass along to the creator. And otherwise, we'll start in with our first question, which is, how did you decide on what you're going to make for the jam?
So every year, I when I see the announcement video, I try to not focus on what is said, like examples and stuff. I try to think about everything else. But something that really stuck to me was this, like joining something together and the consequences of joining and breaking stuff apart. So then I wanted something that was very visually telling, like you see it and you go, ah. So that's why. So my idea was actually this first level that you have right now.
Oh.
Where you can move the interface.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but you already figure out, because I had when you do puzzle games, you have not the opportunity to play test it, so I had a lot of issues with people misunderstanding, getting stuck on the first level.
All right, so I think I have some idea of what to do. Oh, let's see. Can I land on this and then jump? Not quite. Okay, got to figure something else out. That's really interesting, though. I love games that play with the interface in unexpected ways. All right. So, what was your development process like for the game?
So I spent like the first 4 hours of the game jam just thinking about the concept, and then I spent the first day. I decided very early that what component I wanted in my game, and then I just coded them in one day. So after the first day of the jam, I had a single level developed. Then I did all the levels except the last one in like 2 hours. And then the last day I spent only on fixing audio and making things look good. By the way, you can maximize the window.
Oh, okay. I pressed Alt-Enter and it didn't do anything, and then I didn't realize I could just press the button there. Yeah, all right. Sorry, did you have more to say about the development process there?
No, that was mostly it.
So,
I have, if you want a very good story.
Yeah, absolutely.
What happens when I was going to export the game? I accidentally deleted the game. That was it was a heart attack for me. My computer started acting very strange, so I somehow deleted the game and I couldn't get it back. So I restarted the computer, and it was a very scary restart. But luckily it was in the trash bin. So I see you have some problem with the level.
Okay, it seems, what's the limitation on where I can or can't drag something? Is there like an invisible bounding box on this?
Yeah, it has a collision, so you can't like drag it everywhere. But something you might notice is when you take damage, it will shrink. So if
Yes,
you release
I was just figuring that out as you were saying it. You don't as a designer, you need to do your best not to give me any hints. I'll ask if I'm really stuck, if there's something that I'm not understanding. But in that case, okay, there we go. We figured it out. Nice. Okay. The only thing I was trying to experiment with first was seeing what would happen if I took damage, would the health bar like break into smaller pieces that I could then place separately. So that's why I was trying to experiment with it. All right, so that must have been really, really nerve-wracking to felt like you almost deleted the whole game.
yeah.
Really glad that did not happen. So, let's see. Yeah, if anyone has any questions in chat, please feel free to send them along. So what did you get working first? Did you create like a empty version, like without the graphics, or did you just figure like, oh, the graphics are simple enough, you'll just go ahead and add them in anyway?
First, I did. It's developed in Godot. So first, everything was developed using the Godot icon. But then very quickly, you found the bug in the game.
Yeah, it's okay.
But yeah, but very quickly I did the designs.
Take one hit, that's fine. Nice, all right. So yeah, is there a, oh, actually, we have a question coming in from the chat. Filtrax is asking, can you jump on it and then put it higher under yourself? No, once you drop an element, you can't reposition it afterwards. So I can't interact with anything that I've sort of placed into the world. I'm wondering if you could maybe have the element like flash or something to signify that it's like stuck and can't move anymore.
Yeah, that's maybe a good idea. My idea about that was this the joining together. But once you join the UI together to the world, you can't move it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's my whole idea about the game is everything is connected and has consequences somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. We do have a question coming in from chat here from Jackfly. If you had more time to work on this game, what would you implement or fix?
I think I would fix the bug where as you shown earlier, if you are standing on some UI and drop UI on yourself, you will clip into the UI. It's because I do some tricks with collision masking, so that you can, yeah, exactly. So you can. The idea is that you can drop things on your character and then you can jump up on it.
Okay, I was hoping to get kind of clever with that.
You're trying a very interesting solution, but you're missing an important UI element.
Oh, okay. I think I have the idea here, but I just wanted to see if this would work. Okay, it doesn't. Oh, okay. If just I put this here, then it destroys the things. Okay, so that's really cool. All right.
So also here's a piece of the consequences. When you drag out your sword from the UI, the sword will be unequipped, so you can't use it anymore.
Yes, I did just notice that. All right. So yeah, we've got to find a way to re-equip the sword. I assume. What happens if you don't re-equip the sword before you leave the level?
And nothing.
You still have it?
When you start the next level.
Okay.
I was thinking about it but then I think, especially in the game jam, I don't have a possibility to do level design, so level select is the correct word.
Oh, okay. No, actually, that worked. Cool. That did work as I was thinking it would. Yeah, I know that you're on a bit of a delay from me, so you can't really see what I'm saying. Is what I'm saying relative to what's happening.
If you want, this is the last level of the game, and
Okay.
actually this is I failed in the designing list level.
Oh,
It's very easy to solve, but it's not the intended solution. The idea was that once you stop them from pressing the red button, you should have a wall that blocks you from being able to.
oh well, I still got it wrong.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be the correct solution.
Right.
If you're interested in trying to find the real solution, then you can give it a try.
Well, so can you tell me what you're like? So this is what I'm not supposed to do. So what should be in this level so that am I not supposed to be able to drive the hearts?
A door that stops you from dragging over the hearts, the HP bar, to the other side once you have stopped them from pressing the red button. So basically a red door that blocks when you stop them.
Okay. So, let's see. Okay, well, I can't promise I'm going to be able to come up with a more complicated solution on stream. Most of the time I don't get to complete these puzzle games because I can't split my attention 3 ways. But if anyone has any questions in chat that you'd like to pass along, please keep them coming. And can you recommend a useful shortcut or a clever hack in the Godot engine that you think would be useful for others to know?
Use signals. Learn the signal system in the engine. It's a very powerful tool. So what you can do with a signal is basically a way to call functions in between objects in your game. And the nice thing with signal is that you can attach them to the object very easily, and then you can. Sorry. A good example for what I'm trying to say is the sword, for example. What it will do is it will, for everything it collide with, it will attach a signal for a kill function, and it will do it for all objects it collides with. And then it will call it. And the nice thing with signals in Godot engine is that then I just need to put a kill function in the thing I want it to affect. And I will never get an error for calling a function that doesn't exist. So it's a super powerful tool.
Yeah, is it so it's similar to like an event-driven system in C#? From the sounds of it. So what language are you writing in Godot?
GGScript. It's the built-in scripting language. You can also use C#, and I even seen someone make it possible to use Rust to code.
Interesting. That's really cool. I'm very tempted to learn a bit about Rust, but I'm not really a programmer at heart, so I think I'll have to pass it on. Is this the intended solution, or did I come up with something else?
Yeah, you got the correct solution.
Hey, all right. Okay, so let's see. Null Wine is commenting that the art is really clean, and I agree. And then Putinator is commenting about Unity has a event system as well. But the thing is, the Unity event system is basically a weaker version of C#'s own delegate and event system. So, you can use events to achieve some really neat stuff in your code without relying on the Unity inspector at all. It's far more versatile.
I'm not very familiar. I'm not very familiar with C#. It's actually one of the few languages I can't get my head around. So that's actually the reason why I'm using Godot today. I started using Unity, but I couldn't figure the engine out.
Yeah. I have a lot of experience writing code in GameMaker, which is similar to JavaScript, which is kind of similar to C Sharp.
I started using a game engine actually. My three first game jams games are made in that engine. But also back to the comment about clean art. This is a very good hack for game jams. Just when you start the game jam, Google simple color palettes and then stick to it. So I found 4 color palettes, and then I used just those 4 colors, and then very simple shapes, and then you add some small visual flares by having some particles, and as when the character walks, it will be tilted a bit, and you get a very good looking game.
Absolutely. Oh, and Putinator is commenting about the send message function in Unity. I try to rely on send message as little as possible. Like, I think send message is one of those things that you should absolutely utilize in game jams and when you're prototyping. And it's always going to be one of the first things that you look to polish over and do better going down the line. Like, I get kind of a knee-jerk reaction against send message because it's, terribly inefficient. But again, I try not to say, like, it's a tool, and you just have to know when to use it and when it's better to replace it with something else. And Zero Iguana is saying, yes, Unity does have the Bolt visual scripting now. That's been integrated as part of the engine. It used to be a separate thing that you had to buy, but as of 2021, I think they're integrating Bolt. So hopefully it'll make it a little less daunting for new developers. All right. So do you have any plans for this game going forward?
My plan is to fix the bugs. I have a list of improvements I want to fix, and then add some few levels. I have the idea for one new mechanic. So the fixes is the obvious bug is that I will fix so you can't clip into stuff. Oh no! Someone seems to have Googled the message thing. Oh, anyway. Where am I?
You were just
yes,
writing...
I fixed the clipping stuff, and then my idea also to make so that every UI element that you can manipulate will have a yellow border.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Health bar has, so it will be a lot more visual. This level is actually you supposed to solve it in another way. If you want to.
Sure.
You're supposed to put the text box. To block the monsters.
Yeah, the moment that you said you can solve it in another way, that was the first thing that I thought of. But yeah, I think that, I gotta say, I love any puzzle game that doesn't just have one solution. Like, if you have one and only one solution and you, really prevent users from completing the game, the only time it's important is when a level is actually meant to teach a new mechanic.
Exactly.
This level wasn't teaching a new mechanic, so I think it's totally fine to keep both solutions.
Yeah, that's my plan actually.
Yeah. Great.
My plan is to redesign the 2 first levels. So I had a problem that a lot of people didn't realize that they could move pull the text box with the mouse.
Yeah.
So they tried just the HP bar, and then they couldn't solve and then got stuck. So I'm going to change so that it's super clear that you can't use the health bar in that problem. And then also I had an issue that the guy that streamed my game, he got this idea that once a button is pressed, it can't be unpressed. So I'm going to redesign the second level so you will press the button, you will walk on the button and see that it can be pressed and unpressed, instead of now when you just drop your HP bar on it and just see it being pressed.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just got some comments coming in from chat. Nullline is saying that send message just solved 5 of your problems. That's the that's the great thing about send message is you can absolutely use it to solve a lot of problems in a much easier way. I promise you there are better solutions than send message, but if it's a question of not being able to do something at all versus it works, it's just a little bit inefficient, like as long as you don't use send message in your update method, you should be fine. And also, Pertinator is asking if you're going to add more elements to the UI. And yes, you had said that you had some plans for that.
Yeah, my plan is to add a lever that you can, when you get close to it, you will get a key prompt. And here's my idea, that the key prompt will be a piece of the UI. But so you can drag it away. But the thing that is the zone where you click the key for activating the lever is the UI part. So once you dragged it away and dropped it somewhere, you must walk over to it to activate the lever.
Right, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm just currently thinking how I'm supposed to convey it in a clear way to the player. But that's my problem.
Yeah. I guess, the one other thing that I would probably, if you have the opportunity to fix it, it feels like there's this weird box around the elements as you're dragging them. Like you can only get them.
That's by design, so you shouldn't be able, because I want to make it clear that you can't press buttons and stuff with UI. But my plan is to make it a bit smoother, so that it will be a bit more springy.
Yes, I was just about to say doing some kind of resistive, making it kind of slowly get stuck as opposed to.
That's on my list.
Yep. All right. Well, that was really my only other recommendation, and it sounds like you've already covered a lot of the other ideas. So, chat, this is your last opportunity to ask any other questions that you'd like. Otherwise, do you have any shout-outs to any other people or projects that you'd like to promote?
Actually, I was playing some games today from the Game Mem, and I saw one that doesn't have super many ratings that I definitely would recommend.
Okay.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, go ahead and drop the link.
Because the only problem is it's very the controls in the game is not very good. Let's see, library. I think I installed it. Here we have it. So, but if the maker of this game, so I will post a link here. My name in chat is H1Cop. As I said, different name on all platforms.
Yeah.
But if the creator of this game fix the controls, he has a fantastic game.
Excellent. All right. Well, everyone, please do give that a look, and we are going to, I guess, wrap things up then. So thank you so much for joining me on the call.
Thank you.
All right, and hopefully if you do have another version of the game, feel free to post it in the Discord, and we'll get a bit of a conversation going and see what the other members think.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye.